Ever wondered how that all-natural granola bar still tastes sweet despite having no sugar? Well, let's pull back the curtain on this culinary masquerade. Welcome to the world of fake foods, a place where the innocent-looking apple juice might as well be a sugary soda in disguise, and the heart-healthy cereal is a calorie bomb waiting to explode. You see, these are products that parade around as healthy but are loaded with hidden, unhealthy elements. It's a bit like that villain in a superhero movie, appearing harmless, even friendly, until the mask comes off, revealing the true sinister identity. The villains in our story are the food companies that often use deceptive labeling to make their products appear healthier than they really are. Imagine this. You're at the grocery store and you spot a packet of whole grain bread. Sounds healthy, right? But on closer inspection, the first ingredient listed is enriched wheat flour. So what happened to the whole grains? Well, they've been ground into a fine powder, stripping them of their fiber and nutrients. Not so whole after all, is it? Or how about that low-fat yogurt that's supposedly good for your waistline? It may have less fat, but to make up for the lost flavor, it's often packed with sugar. It's like trading one evil for another. And that, my friends, is the essence of fake foods. They promise health and wellness, but deliver quite the opposite. Now, I know what you're thinking. This is a real game of hide and seek, and you're always it. But don't worry, knowledge is power, and we're here to arm you with just that. So next time you reach for that healthy snack, take a moment to consider what's really inside. Because in this game, unmasking the fakes is the first step towards winning. Stay tuned, because in our next scene, we'll delve into the hidden dangers lurking in these fake foods. Now that we've uncovered the truth about fake foods, what do they mean for our health? Let's delve into the health effects of these culinary frauds. Picture this, you're enjoying a seemingly harmless pack of chips, but hidden behind the savory crunch is a cocktail of artificial flavors, colors, and preservatives. This is just one example of how fake foods can easily sneak into our diet. The most immediate and visible effect of consuming these foods is weight gain. They are usually high in sugars and unhealthy fats, leading to an excess of empty calories. This can tip the scales in the wrong direction and pave the way for obesity. But the danger doesn't stop there. The long-term consumption of fake foods can increase our risk of chronic diseases. A diet high in processed foods has been linked to heart disease, type 2 diabetes, and certain types of cancer. Imagine a ticking time bomb in your body, with each bite of fake food bringing the countdown closer to zero. And let's not forget about nutrient deficiencies. These foods are often stripped of their natural nutrients in the processing phase, only to be replaced with synthetic versions that our bodies struggle to absorb. This can lead to deficiencies in essential vitamins and minerals, resulting in a host of health problems, from weak bones to impaired immunity. Consider the story of Jane, a woman in her early 30s who loved her daily soda fix. She was later diagnosed with osteoporosis, a condition linked to excessive consumption of phosphoric acid, a common ingredient in many soft drinks. This is not just a cautionary tale, but a stark reminder of the hidden dangers lurking in our food. The consequences of consuming these fake foods can be far-reaching, affecting not just our physical health, but our overall quality of life. So the next time you're tempted by that pack of cookies or a can of soda, remember what's at stake. It's not just about the number on the scale, but the vitality of your life. Are you ready to make the change? So how can we distinguish between real and fake foods? You might be wondering. Well, the answer lies in the back of the package. Yes, you heard it right. Decoding the labels is akin to unmasking the real identity of what's inside the packaging. It's like reading a secret diary that the food item has been desperately trying to hide. And what's the first thing we should look out for, you may ask? Sugars. They are the sweet little devils that come in disguise. They may appear under different aliases like corn syrup, dextrose, fructose, glucose, or maltose. Don't be fooled by the fancy terminology. If it ends in ose, it's a sugar. Next up, we have artificial ingredients. These are the synthetic outlaws of the food world. They might seem harmless, but they're anything but. Beware of names like aspartame, saccharin, or sucralose. These are artificial sweeteners that might be lurking in your food, and they are far from sweet for your health. And let's not forget about unhealthy fats, trans fats to be precise. They might be called partially hydrogenated oil on the label. They're like the bad friends who seem cool but are actually up to no good. They are linked to heart disease and should be avoided like a spoiler for your favorite TV show. Now let's talk about the ingredients list. It's a bit like a party guest list. The names at the top are the ones who contribute the most to the party, while those at the bottom might just be gatecrashers. Ingredients are listed in order of quantity, so if sugar or unhealthy fats are partying at the top, it might be a party you want to skip. And one final tip, if you stumble upon an ingredient that sounds like it was conjured up in a chemistry lab, it's probably not good for you. The rule of thumb is, if you can't pronounce an ingredient, it's probably not good for you. So, let's start reading those labels and make wiser food choices. Are superfoods the answer to avoiding fake foods? Now that's a question that can stir the pot. Superfoods, as the name suggests, are foods that are supercharged with nutrients. They're the superheroes of the food world, swooping in to save the day with their high content of vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants. Some popular superfoods include blueberries, kale, and quinoa. They're the poster children for clean eating, promising a healthier, more vibrant life. But, just like in any good superhero story, there's a twist. Even superfoods can have a dark side. Picture this. You're at the supermarket, standing in the health food aisle. You reach out for a packet of goji berries, touted as a superfood that's rich in antioxidants. But what you may not realize is that these berries could have been processed, maybe even doused in sugar, and thus stripped of their superpowers. This is the paradox of the superfood industry. It's easy to be lured by the allure of these nutrient-packed foods, but it's also easy to be fooled by clever marketing and packaging. The reality is that not all superfoods are created equal. Some are genuine, packed full of the nutrients they promise, but others are imposters, parading around in the guise of health but hiding a less than super truth. Take, for example, the case of packaged superfood smoothies. They promise a healthy dose of fruits and veggies, but often they're loaded with added sugars and preservatives. They might be easy and convenient, but they're not as nutritionally dense as their fresh, homemade counterparts. So the challenge of clean eating with superfoods is not just about incorporating them into our diet, but also about making sure they are as nutritious as they claim to be. It's about being savvy consumers, not just blindly following the latest health trend. It's about understanding what's really inside the food we eat and making choices that truly nourish our bodies. So, here's a food for thought. How can we ensure that our superfoods are as super as they claim to be?